Hey, y'all, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast, where live music and great stories take center stage. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Teton Guitars. Whether you're picking tunes around a campfire or taking the stage at your favorite honky tonk, Teton Guitars delivers rich, soulful sound built for the journey. Learn more at tetonguitars.com. Now let's dive into some music and memories.
All right. Hey, music lovers. Welcome to Musical Miles Podcast. I'm your host, Byron Delphin, and we are here in Challis, Idaho at the Braun Brothers Reunion, and I am with Rider Soran.
Howdy.
Welcome. Thanks for joining me.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, slide up a little bit closer to that. Sorry, my voice is now wearing out, so.
Oh, yeah.
But, anyway, so Ryder was here playing with, you played with Jeff
Crosby Band.
Jeff Crosby Band this week. This is such a cool place.
Absolutely.
How many times have you played here?
This is only my second time.
Really?
Played here once last year with Tyler and the Train Robbers.
You played with Tyler last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this year with Jeff Crosby. But this is the first year I got to just kind of hang out and enjoy
Usually
it.
you guys, so I knew last year, Tyler, you guys busted out here.
Yeah. We had a couple other shows.
Because I actually came down and interviewed Tyler in Pocatello. You guys were
that's
at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had just started this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We had interviewed two artists before we got here. And we have since interviewed, I think you're number 135.
Oh, my goodness.
In a year. So we've been busy.
Yeah.
And, we got to meet you through Tyler and the Train Robbers and see you play with him. And I'm trying to remember, were you still playing with him did you play with him in Austin at the Saxon? In October?
Last October, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought you did.
Yeah.
So we were there. We made a trip down there to do interviews in Texas, and we were there that night at the Saxon.
Nice.
And actually, Jeff and Cody were there.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. So, in fact, I was standing down there in that lower deal, kind of where they had the merch set up, and Tyler comes walking out the back. He goes, "Byron, what are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Like, that's a good question. We're groupies, man. We follow you around. And I'm trying to, how long did you play with Tyler?
About 3 years.
Because I'm trying to remember, did you play with them in Fort Worth because we came and saw him play. Were you playing with them when Johnny Shoes was still playing with them?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So Johnny, I have to go back and look at the picture, but my daughter and I came and listened to Tyler, and Johnny was still playing with them. And in Fort Worth I'm trying to remember the name of the club. Anyway,
yeah.
But we've seen Tyler play all over, and of course we're big music fans. We have been from Key West to Texas to Oklahoma to Nashville to wherever there's live music, right? We're kind of live music junkies. So that's what started this whole podcast. So
nice.
Anyway, so let's hear a little bit of your history. Ryder, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Caldwell, Idaho.
Oh, you're an Idaho boy.
Yeah, it's about half an hour west of Boise.
Boise. Oh, yeah, very much familiar with it. Yeah, I used to go out there. I'm an old calf roper, team roper, so I used to go up there, and a guy by the name of Bob Johnson out on Chicken Dinner Road taught us all how to rope calves.
Oh, wow.
His former son-in-law was D. Pickett, who was a world champion from Caldwell.
Have you gone to Caldwell Night Rodeo?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I finally get to go again for the first time in years. I'm usually gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, usually on the road somewhere, but this year...
Oh,
get to go see it.
There's some great rodeos over on that side of the state. There's just a lot of cool stuff. We just recently, we need to spend some more time over there. We got to interview Buddy DeVore.
Oh, he's great.
Cowboys. Oh, Buddy's a cool dude. He's just cool.
Oh, yeah.
We saw him here for the first time last year, and he did his little version of Purple Rain, which is just
fantastic. Yeah,
it is so cool. And so we got to interview him and Bone. Mm-hmm. Have you played up to Bone with Tyler?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know I've seen you 100 times, but
that Steel and Joe's Bone place.
That's and you know those guys that own it. They're here.
Not personally.
Oh, they're great people.
Yeah,
great people. Anyway, so we need to spend some more time over there because there's a ton of people we need to sit down with. That music, Idaho's music history runs way deeper than most people realize. The Pino Bennett days and Tar Water and some of those old and a lot more I don't even know about, right?
Yeah.
For sure. So you grew up in Caldwell. So how long you been doing the music thing?
Oh, well, I guess I've been singing since I was in kindergarten. I actually got my teacher called my parents because I was singing this Motown song, Shotgun, Shoot 'Em For Me, Run Now. You know that one? I was like on the swing singing it, and my parents get a call that's like, "Hey, your son's singing songs about shotguns and shooting people," and they're like, "Oh no, it's a Motown song. Don't worry about it."
It's okay. He's not going to shoot anyone.
Yeah, but I didn't start.
Nobody loves this guy.
Everybody loves, and they love George DeVore. If we could get him to sit down with us one of these days.
One of these days, George.
George is a professional golfer and a sometime musician.
Yeah,
right, George.
But I started playing guitar when I was about 10 years old.
Oh,
when
cool.
I started getting lessons.
Yeah.
From a guy named Marvin Jensen.
Okay.
And so learned from him until I was 18, and then went off to college. And
where'd you go to school?
Boise State.
Okay, you didn't go very far.
I didn't go far, but coming from Caldwell, that was the city.
That is the city.
Yeah.
So, what'd you study?
Music business.
Okay.
Yeah, with my
They had a music
degree.
business program at Boise State.
It was music/business, so I took half the music classes for a music degree and half the business classes for a business degree. Really, I just say I have a BA and BS, pretty much.
That works.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a degree. I do have a degree in BS. I can BS with the best of them, right? That's the only thing I'm really good at and have been for the last 40 years. So, well, cool. So who really influenced your music? I mean, your parents into music?
Yeah. They didn't play anything, but when I was a kid, all the music we listened to was stuff from the 50s and 60s. So
right.
Elvis and the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and CCR and the Who and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your folks are a little bit younger than mine would have been. So how old are you?
I am 32.
Oh well, hell, you're younger than my oldest. So
my folks had me late. They had me when they were 40. So
okay, but still, yeah. I mean, you're calling the stuff out that I listen to. You know, CCR.
Oh yeah.
And the Eagles and you know all that stuff. And even I kind of hate to admit it, the early Bee Gees were kind of a thing.
The early Bee Gees is
Bee
great.
Gees, yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into the disco deal. My wife loves disco music, even though, you know, I graduated in the late 70s and she graduated in 81, but she loves the ABBA and some of that stuff. And then,
I love some ABBA too.
And there's nothing wrong with that stuff, but it's just not my go-to. Right?
Yeah.
There's so much good music out there and we do have a very eclectic taste in music. Everything from like I said, Prince, Purple Rain to Andrea Bocelli. I mean, we can appreciate some really great music. But this is our love, right? The Texas country and the red dirt
and just
Americana,
good country,
just good music,
rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, you just throw some good mix in there. Even some Shiny Ribs in there. You know,
that was a fantastic show yesterday.
I didn't get to see him because we were down here doing an interview with Taylor Honeycutt, but I've seen him. I saw him in Key West.
Yeah.
And saw his show there, and he is just such an entertainer.
It was my first time getting to see him yesterday, and he's just got that like kind of New Orleans.
Yeah. Little Zydeco. He's cool. I wish I'd have got to see him. And we were supposed to interview him. We've scheduled interviews with a bunch of people, and they haven't all worked out. So thank you for taking time. I saw you standing there last night, and I went, you know what? Old Rider, he might be just willing to sit down and talk to me. So, well, this is cool. I appreciate you doing it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk a little more about the music. So you had some inspiration. Your parents weren't, and mine were the same way. And of course, my wife, did you meet her last night?
I think so.
Yeah,
yes.
Shanda. So her mom was actually a songwriter in Arizona, and so she was exposed to a lot of music early on in her life. Her mom's been gone for about 25 years, but she actually got to see Jerry Jeff Walker live when she was 12 years old at a songwriter deal in Scottsdale, and she got to see him play Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mother. So you throw a little Ray Wiley in there with Jerry Jeff, and it doesn't get any better than that, right?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, you know, my influences were more like Ray Price and Sonny James and kind of the old country, you know, that Eddie Arnold, some stuff that my dad listened to. That was what.
Yeah.
And then as I got into the 70s, that good 70s and a little bit of that Southern rock. I'm a Marshall Tucker fan.
Marshall Tucker, Leonard Skinner,
all that stuff.
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah. Tony, or not Tony. Honeycutt Taylor. We talked about, because she's an Alabama girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's from the heart of that Southern rock country stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, but anybody in particular? I mean, did you get some exposure to Pino Bennett and to the Motel Cowboys?
I didn't when I was growing
really?
up. My mom knew about him because she'd go see him.
Okay.
But when I was younger, I was doing a lot more rock and roll, and but would be doing some country stuff like Johnny Cash, and we'd always throw some stuff like that in the set.
Yeah, but Johnny had a huge influence on the rock and roll world.
Oh yeah,
more so than people realize.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think Johnny was just straight, and Merle. I mean, those guys had huge impact on the.
I mean, George Jones, White Lightning, The Race Is On. They're pretty rock and roll.
They are.
To me.
They are. They're and great songs. So who was it? You said you more rock and roll. Who really influenced? You're in your early 30s, so you're some punk stuff in there, or
a little bit when I was in college. Got into punk, but really the Rolling Stones have been my favorite since I was a kid. Keith Richards is my favorite guitar player.
So do you only play 5 strings?
No, I don't. I've tried it, but the problem is you can't. The second you do it, you just end up sounding just like, you can't get out of the Keith Richards box. You end up just writing Stone songs that are already written.
Right. Well, I didn't realize that he played the 5-string until a few years ago. I saw an interview somewhere with him.
Mm-hmm.
But interestingly enough, Sundance Head, you know Sundance Head?
I don't know.
Sundance Head won, not American Idol, the other one, The Voice.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton was his coach, but Sundance plays 5 strings.
Oh.
And I interviewed him. He was in Blackfoot here about a month ago, maybe a little longer. Mm-hmm. And I did an interview with him, and I always have everybody play me a song at the end and autograph the guitar for me. And I said, Sundance, so, at the end, I'm going to have you play this guitar. And he goes, I can't play it. And I said, why? And he said, it's got 6 strings. And I said, oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
I said, pull it off. I just made him pull the low E string off, and we threw it in the bag, and he played me a song. And then when he autographed it, he drew a whole caricature of himself with his, because he has a big beard that he braids.
Yeah.
And anyway, drew this funny little caricature for his autograph on there. Anyway, but it's cool. So I said, and that was the last signature I put on that guitar. So I said, it's never getting the string put back on. It's hanging in my office.
Oh, that's cool.
On it. So anyway, but so Keith Richards, all those guys were a big inspiration to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. And then a lot of Led Zeppelin. Got into that pretty heavy once I got into high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just started digging a lot more country stuff.
Sure.
In my
so country wise, what really influenced you?
Townes Van Zandt. When I started listening to Townes, that's when everything kind of came open.
Poncho and Lefty and
Snake Mountain Blues.
Oh yeah. What a guy! What a tragedy that we lost him young.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I have been, when I started the podcast, I put Lyle Lovett on the top of my list for interviews because I've known him for 25 years.
Yeah.
So, but I could, every time I'd bring up the podcast, he'd always change the subject or he would just ignore me, right? The conversation would kind of end. So he was just in Idaho Falls on the 3rd of July, and we hung out backstage with him afterwards, and he actually autographed the guitar for me.
Oh,
and
nice.
He said, tell me about the podcast. And I told him, I said, but my hook with him was, I said, I want to talk to you about Townes Van Zandt and Guy Clark. Because, one of my favorite Guy Clark songs, I mean, he has a lot of great songs, but Step Inside This House, which Lyle Lovett does. I don't know if you've heard Lyle.
Heard that one.
He said that's the first song Guy ever wrote, and he never cut it.
Oh.
So I've heard some great Guy Clark stories in the last year, interviewing other songwriters and people who had experience with him. So it was cool, but that was what got Lyle's attention. He goes, okay, let's talk about the podcast. And I said, I want to talk to you about Townes and about, because he's cut their songs, right?
Yeah.
Lyle has, and he's such a talented artist. And he said, I don't know if you've ever had the chance to meet him, but he's such a cool guy. I like I say, I met him 25 years ago, and we've had been blessed enough to hang out with him a couple of times after his shows, and he's just such a gracious person. But anyway, but Townes Van Zandt, and I'm a big fan.
Oh yeah,
that's one of the songs I don't play very good, but I can kind of half-ass play Poncho and Lefty, and so and a couple of Guy Clark's L.A. Freeway. If it's got more than 4 or 5 chords, I'm out. Right?
That's when you get into the weeds. Yeah,
it gets a little sketchy.
Well, if it's got more than that, then it's jazz.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You just know those C, G, D, and E or A minor. That you get beyond that. I know those and probably 10 more, but don't get too deep beyond that.
Yeah.
So. But if you put more than 4 in a song, I'm in trouble. So anyway. Well, so really, you played with the Tyler and those guys for about 3 years. Prior to that, who were you playing with?
I played with a band called Marshall Poole.
Okay.
From the time I was 17 until I was probably 25, I think.
Okay.
Is
this a local
first band? Yeah. And it started off, we did a lot of, rock and roll and blues and some country in there. And then we ended up going into like psych rock direction.
Psych rock?
Yeah, which was really fun, kind of some proggy stuff, songs that with a lot of different parts that'll just change into almost a completely different song.
Okay.
A couple minutes in.
Sure.
Yeah. So I was in that for a long time. And once that started ending is when I started my band, Rider and Rolling Thunder.
Right.
As being like the country rock and roll band.
Sure. So you have that, you're playing a little bit with Jeff, but you have that project going on still as well. Rider in the Rolling Thunder. Yes. So what's the plans with that? Have you cut any albums or anything?
Yeah, I actually went to Muscle Shoals in 2019.
We were just talking about Muscle Shoals yesterday and today. Well, talked with Django a little bit about it and with Taylor, because she's from Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I went to, I guess it's Portside Sound now. It was the second studio the Swampers built after they moved left from the Jackson Highway spot. So I went in there and did an EP back in 2019.
That's cool.
So that's on Spotify.
Okay.
And then right now I'm working on another EP. Got a few songs, just got the guitars, drums, bass, just got to get the vocals down.
Sure. So where are you going to, have you have recorded those songs?
These new ones?
Yeah. So where are you recording those at? Here in Idaho somewhere? Or?
Yeah. Actually, just my buddy Tyler McFarland's house to get he's got the gear and
cool.
So got the drums and bass down there, and then I just get to sit at home and mess around with all the guitar stuff.
Put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you not only you play lead, but you also play pedal steel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Play the mandolin or?
I want to play mandolin.
I love the mandolin.
I'm trying to get into dobro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can come up with a part on dobro for a song.
Sure.
But I can't play
the dobro.
Yeah, not yet.
Well, they're all, I can't hardly play anything, but anyway, but I'm so enthralled by incredibly talented guitar players, and I've watched you play, and you're extremely talented, and I love Tyler because Tyler's so quirky, his moves and stuff.
Yeah.
But Jeff, what a guitar player!
Oh yeah,
Jeff Crosby is.
That's
amazing.
Been fun playing with him because we kind of push each other.
Do you?
While we're going, I'll do something. He's like, "Oh, that sounds good," and then he does something, and I'm like, "Oh, that sounds good too."
There's a guy, and I'm sure you love it as much as he does, but you can tell that he loves that job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
he's been doing it since he was 16.
Right. Well, he told me when I interviewed him here last year, he told me about the old men there in Donnelly. He said, I'm an old soul, man. I'd go down and hang out with the old guys.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thought I was weird because I wanted to hang out with these old guys that could tell stories and drink coffee and drink beer and play guitar.
Yeah.
And what a cool thing. Yeah. Well, that's cool. So kind of what's your plan? You're working on this new album a little bit?
Working on this new album. Going to be working on some tracks with Jeff.
Yeah.
Actually, our last tour, we went down to Texas and tracked a new song.
Did you?
Down in Lubbock.
Oh, you went to Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
We actually went to Lubbock last fall and went to Cook's. Have you been to Cook's Garage?
I haven't.
Oh, you got to go check out the venue. It's so cool. So it is literally a big garage, and it's got gas and oil signs and cars. And
that's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, we played the Blue Light.
Now, I didn't get to the Blue Light. I got to get back to Lubbock because Lubbock's got such a rich musical history. I mean, Buddy Holly, home of Buddy Holly, right?
Finally got to go to the Buddy Holly.
Did you get to go to the museum?
This last time, yeah.
Yeah. Our time was a little limited. We got there. We interviewed a band called the Huser Brothers. Have you met those guys?
I have.
They're cool dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did one show with them in, I think it was Twin Falls.
Yeah. They did Highway 30. I think they did it 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And, what a great couple of guys. They're cool. And they got some great original music.
They do.
Yeah. They're very talented songwriters.
Yeah.
So let me ask you that about the songwriting process. Do you do a lot of songwriting?
I do.
Okay.
Usually in the fall is when.
Oh, you have a season, a songwriting
That seems like the right season. Usually it's cloudy. I can put a soccer game on TV and turn the sound off and just sit there and write stuff.
So is that a very personal thing, or do you like to collaborate?
I guess it kind of depends on the song.
Okay.
If it's a personal song, I'll usually keep it that way. But if it's one that's not really that personal, I'll usually show it to somebody and hey, what do we need to change here? How does this sound? Or does this line sound corny?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I know Jeff writes a lot, and Jeff writes a lot with the Braun boys, with Mickey and Gary.
Yeah.
And they've written some great stuff.
They've written some fantastic songs together.
We got to interview Gary at his house in Texas last year in Buda, and they had just finished it. He said that Jeff had been over.
Yeah.
He says, he just barely went home like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
And cool guys, all of them.
Yeah.
This has been fun to get to know those guys. Back in during COVID, when no one was touring, I hired Gary and Mickey to do a private show for us and 60 of our friends.
Oh, that's cool.
In Firth, Idaho, in a milk barn.
Oh, yeah.
An old milk barn. And it was cool. Gary says it's still one of his favorite shows he ever did.
Nice.
And that he wants to do it again one of these days. And I'm like, I can't afford you anymore. But during COVID, you were all cheap, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, they're just great guys. It's been so fun. And this is such a cool festival.
Oh, yeah.
So you played here twice, but how many times have you been here? Was that the only time you came?
That was the only time I've been here.
Really?
Last year was the first time I ever came here, yeah.
For an Idaho boy that is in the music scene, you never got over here.
I had heard about it for years, but, a lot of those years I was in that, psych rock band.
Sure.
So we were touring, around. Yeah. So didn't ever get the chance to come out here.
Yeah. So let me ask you, where is your favorite place to play? You got a favorite venue or a favorite event?
I mean, so I do this thing called Honky Tonk Monday in Boise at the Pengilly Saloon.
Okay, I've been to Pengilly's to see Buddy DeVore and the Faded Cowboys.
Yeah. So I really like playing Pengilly's because I've just played it.
Cool little venue.
At this point, over 100 times.
Oh, wow.
So it's just kind of like a second home kind of thing.
You're really comfortable there, right?
Yeah. Really comfy to play there. So like playing there. Love playing here at Braun Brothers.
For festivals, I just don't think they get any better.
Yeah. Oh, the old saloon. In
Emigrant, Montana. Yeah. I gotta agree with you. That is an outstanding venue, and it's such a cool place. Emigrant's so beautiful.
Yeah. And I guess those are the ones. I just think about the view that you get from the stage.
Oh yeah. Well, here, did you see that picture they took of Mickey the other night over his shoulder? I don't know if you caught that, but he was playing, and he goes, "Y'all check out that moon."
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, we couldn't see it from where we're at. We're thought, okay, Mickey, what are you smoking, right?
Yeah.
But then what's his name? The photographer. And I apologize for forgetting his name.
Bob Millage?
Yes. Yeah. Bob posted it, and there's this great big moon over Mickey's shoulder.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Was last night the full moon? Or is
2 nights ago. Well, I don't know whether it was pretty full in that picture, but it was Thursday night when Mickey was the headliner, right? But and it wasn't even really dark when Mickey said that, right? He goes, "Check out that moon."
Yeah.
But then Bob posted that picture. It's like, holy crap, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great view.
Yeah, the view here is incredible. So you still live in Caldwell?
No, I live in Boise now.
Oh, you live in Boise. You
Yeah.
moved to the big city.
Yep. When I went
After
to college,
you never went back.
Yeah, stayed there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, this is cool that you took the time to sit down with me because I've, like I said, I've seen you around, and unfortunately, what happens is we all get focused on the leader of the band, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk to the leader of the band, and I'm trying not to be that way, but I've listened to your music, I've watched you play. And I look forward to following your career for a long time in the future.
Well, thank you very much.
And yeah, I just think you're a cool dude.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
I think you're a cool dude too.
Oh shoot! Well, it's easy, when I beg for those, accolades.
Yeah.
No, this is fun. But hey, before we get out here, play us a song.
I can.
What do you got? Oh.
This is
So this is a T-tongue guitar. Are you familiar with those guys?
I am.
Yeah, Idaho company. Now Django jacked with the tuning, so you might check.
Oh yeah.
Django did some little drop tuning there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about a boat on there.
I think that'll work.
Cool. Tell me what you're doing.
All right. This is a song I wrote called "Sons and Daughters."
Awesome.
I've been busted and broke down. I've been bought out by every woman in town. It's too late for me to make a mess. A hop a freight, a ride coach. It don't matter how I go, long as I never see these city girls again. And it's one for the road, two for the pain, and we'll carry that load just the same. On a track that's bound for glory, become hell. Oh, I wanna let the sun smile on your rambling sons and daughters. I've been running a red hot, and I'm waiting for to come down, but trying not to fall through the cracks. And this train, it rolls on, and that whistle blows its song, until the driver says this engine's out of track. And it's one for the road, two for the pain, and we'll carry that load just the same. On a track that's bound for glory, become hell. Oh, I wanna let the sun smile on your rambling sons and daughters. I don't know where I'm bound, I just keep on trucking south. I'll keep the northern cold from picking up my trail. A hot steam and black coal, driver don't be rolling slow, 'cause when we hit the Gulf, oh baby, I'll be setting sail. And it's one for the road, two for pain, and we'll carry that load just the same. On a track that's bound for glory, become hell. Oh, I wanna let the sun smile on your rambling sons and daughters. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's a great song. Here,
Thank you very
you
much.
should autograph that for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Man, thank you so much. This is so cool.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. You bet. We need to stay in touch because we need to get over on that side of the state, spend a little bit of time, and meet some more artists and
Yeah.
check out some of those venues. Because, we try and feature some venues too. So,
Yeah.
anyway, no, it's been great.
Thank you so much.
I loved it. All right. Hey, where can they find your music? You got it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much there.
Yeah. You got a website or anything?
No
yet?
website yet.
Okay. Get after
Working
that,
on
man.
it.
Okay. Get after that website. And so Spotify, any other social media stuff. I think I'll follow you.
Instagram,
yeah. I think I'll
Facebook.
follow you. Yeah.
Post
cool.
a lot of videos of me just playing
Perfect,
pedal steel
perfect.
and guitar.
Grab one of those stickers. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you follow us and then share with everybody you know because we need all the followers we can get on this podcast.
Can do, will do.
All right, brother.
Thank
Man, it's been fun. Hey, from Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host, Byron Duffin, from Challis, Idaho, at the BBR with Rider Soran. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you very much.
We will see you somewhere down the road. Adios for now.